What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Texas Honda Channel. God bless each and every one of you. Thanks for clicking on the video. Today we're actually getting rid of the Integra, the DA9, and it is going to him.
Hello.
So he has actually been a longtime subscriber. He even bought merch, as you can see right there, whenever I was making a bunch of merch. But right now I'm not currently doing a bunch of merch, but we'll get back to that. So he is actually getting the DA9 Integra, and he's actually trading me this automatic Accord. But he has had it put on his heart by God to donate more than just one car, right?
Yep. Yeah, I had an EF for a while. James is actually the reason why I decided to start turbo and stuff. I got a CRX too, but we'll get to that later. And I had the CEF. I wasn't going to do anything with it, so I went in and gave him the EF as well. It broke down on the way here, so tow truck's on the way with it, but it is coming. You know, I paid the tow fee and everything like that, and then I got a whole bunch of goodies inside my truck for him, for upgrades and stuff like that for it too.
Yeah, definitely. We'll go over and I will show you all that stuff here in just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and give him a briefing of kind of what the Integra is about, since I haven't fully done it. The Integra has Skunk 2 coilovers all the way around. It has these new wheels and tires. They're Kumo tires. These wheels we checked, the price are $250 each. So you're definitely getting a really good deal. So again, God blesses those.
Yeah, exactly.
Bless others. So that's a really good thing. You've got the racing steering wheel. The interior obviously is in awesome condition. And as you know, with older cars, especially 30-year-old cars, you never find them in that good of condition
there's at least
inside.
a crack somewhere.
Yeah, it's awesome. So this is going to bless him, and the blessings are going to continue. So it's not just blessing one, it's going to bless more than one, because this car will bless him. He really likes the car, and he's going to definitely do some work to it and stuff like that. And then I get to bless someone with that car, and then possibly build the EF or bless someone with that too. So we don't know what's going on with that yet, but for sure I'm super grateful for him. And he reached out to me, and every avenue I went down with this did not work, and that's by design. God always has that perfect design and perfect timing. So with that being said, it has a B18A1, the cold air intake, you know, short ram intake, whatever you want to call it. A true cold air would go all the way to the bumper, but it does go all the way up to the headlight. He does know about the headlight housing needing replaced and all the details about the car, as far as like, it was wrecked, we pulled it out, needs a new bumper and a bumper cover, maybe in the future, but definitely new headlight housing. The headlight bulb still works, all that stuff. It has the Skunk 2 intake manifold, the Golden Eagle fuel rail, stage 2 clutch. It is 5-speed, and needs new motor mounts, has exhaust work done, and I'm pretty sure there's something I am forgetting, but that basically sums up this car. Now the EF is still on its way, so there will be video of that when it gets here. He, just like he said, he thinks a radiator hose or something simple happened.
I don't want to push it to,
honestly,
cause damage.
Even if the engine's blown, look, this is Texas Honda Channel. So, you know, we can fix that.
Yep.
So yeah, he's definitely getting a really good deal. It's not like I'm ripping him off or anything. He's up front. He knows he's got the titles for him and everything's ready to go. So again, huge shout out to Brandon for donating this car to fulfill the will of God. We are going to be changing lives in Jesus' name. We're going to be giving cars to people who actually need them. People, now you won't be able to just say, hey, I need a car, give it to me. It's not going to work like that. God will lead us to who's going to have it. But you guys can definitely be a part of this just by hitting that subscribe button if you haven't. It helps tremendously, and sharing the videos around is going to help as well. So we're trying to reach as many people as we can, help as many people as we can, and we're not doing it for views. If you think we're doing it for views, go and look at my view count and you'll know it's not true, because I don't have that many views on these videos. So we're not trying to do it for views or anything, but I want to inspire you guys to help others, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And a lot of people, you really love yourself. So I'm one of the people. I'm guilty, okay? So yeah, he's definitely going to be leaving in this. He made how long of a drive was it?
3.5 hours basically from Conroe, or Conroe, Houston, Woodlands area.
All right. So yeah, a 3-hour drive one direction.
One hour, one direction. Yeah.
And you've been here for a while waiting for the EF to get here.
Exactly.
So
they just now got it, and it's about 2 hours away now. So
yeah. So they're probably going to be gone when the EF arrives, just because of how long it's taking. But yeah, it'll definitely be in this video, of course. Yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to show you guys where this is going, that it's going into good hands. It's not just going to someone who's going to daily it around and not appreciate the true beauty of a DA9 tag. So yeah, he's definitely going to take care of it, and he'll try to keep me updated and stuff like that. So like whenever he does something, if he decides to change the theme, it's his car to do as he pleases. But yeah, it's definitely a good car and cold AC, and pretty sure you're excited about that.
Absolutely. I'm tired of sweating.
So this is the Accord. This one will actually be one going to be donated because it's automatic, and as most of you guys probably already know, not everyone in the world drives standard. It's like 10 to 11% or something like that of all drivers on the road know how to drive stick.
Yep.
So, or actually drive stick. Not know how to, but actually drive them. So with that being said, we needed an automatic, and I've been talking to local pastors, stuff like that, to kind of find a family that's right for the vehicle. And now that we have the vehicle, we're going to go through it, stuff like that on the channel, just kind of make sure it's safe. Not in this video, but you definitely want to stay tuned. We'll go through, clean it, detail it, stuff like that, make sure it has a good oil change and, you know, stuff like that, so it's reliable. But he drove it all the way here, no problems. This one was good. We'll probably try charging the AC, do all that stuff, make sure it's all good. But if we can't do the AC, a free car is better than no car.
Absolutely.
So we're going to do the best we can with this one. I don't have a lot of funds, so I greatly appreciate if you guys share the video. It helps with the funds. So share the video around, like it, recommend it to people and stuff like that. We're definitely going to be trying to change some lives and help as many people as we can. So again, thank you guys for the support over the years. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. You're welcome to come and join us on this process. But yeah, he's going to go ahead and open the trunk and show what's in there. My GoPro might overheat, so if the video cuts out, sorry about that. It gets really hot. This GoPro overheats super easy. Even though it's one of the newest GoPros, still overheats. But my battery's about to explode, so I got to get a new battery.
All right. So back here, we got Progress CS2 coilovers for the EF. We got a full Yonaka exhaust for the EF. We have a probably a cheaper traction bar. I can't remember the exact name brand. We have a couple stock factory fans, a couple AC fans. We have a Skunk 2 Alpha radiator with a Moroso fan and shroud. It's from an Integra, and I don't know how to weld, so I did some JB welding on it.
Looks good to me.
It works.
It works. If it works, it works.
D-series long two better, or 4 to 2
4 to 2 to 1.
Yeah.
Radiator. What's that radiator for? Yeah,
that's in another factory one, and the factory one's in it. But I don't have another EF, so it might actually been from the CRX I have. So, and then this is factory parts from the Accord. So it's missing a piece of trim. I didn't want to 3M tape it or something like that to lie or something like that. So I went ahead and just included all that. It does need motor mounts, which I included. Oh, and then I have extra taillights that came with the EF whenever I originally bought it. We have a block guard, and we have extra door handles and hardware for the traction bar.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so definitely came with a lot of goodies, so I really appreciate that, by the way. But yeah, we're definitely gonna do what we can, get this thing nice and get it to a family who really needs it. I know there's a lot of people struggling, present company included.
Yep.
So this is gonna help them. So I know what the struggle's like. Currently, I don't want to get into all of my stuff, but we're going through some pretty tough times, but we're still focusing on the task at hand to help as many people. And we're just doing what we can with what we have. So, and that's all we can do, right? So God has definitely blessed you, and definitely going to bless you in big ways coming. So definitely just each and every one of you, this is because of you as well. The platform has grown because of you. So just continue to do what you guys are doing. I know a lot of people get triggered and offended about what I'm saying, and that's totally fine, to each their own, but the Spirit of God will convict you, and that's probably why you're offended. So either way, God still loves you, and we love you too. We want you guys to all succeed. We want everyone to succeed. And yeah, it's just awesome. So I am super grateful for this. I greatly appreciate it, man.
Not a problem. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, definitely. I've been talking to him for a while. We've been talking about meeting up, and he wants to actually tell you guys real quick about his build. So if you come over here where it's in the shade,
absolutely.
the GoPro's overheating.
So I've always been an American guy. I had a couple Dodge Magnums, Fox Body Mustangs, nothing fancy, just heads cam, junkyard buildups, GT40 heads on Mustangs, cams in a Magnum. Fun, but not fast. Wanted to learn how to turbocharge, and actually James's video his old EF, kind of inspired me to start turbocharging Hondas. So right now I have a 1988 CRX HF, so it is bare bones as can be. Redoing full interior, redoing exterior, keeping it classic white. I'm going with the theme of if Honda made a Type R CRX. So I got a Momo steering wheel from an NSX with the silver and red horn button. I got an SI 5-speed shifter. The entire interior is going to be black with carbon fiber inlays and red stitching, matching shift boot. Exterior is going to stay white. I have Koenig helium rims. They don't really scream Honda Type R, but I like them. And then we got Toyota Proxos 888Rs in the front. B16 fully built motor, or except for the crank. We don't replace crankshafts as Honda people. So rods and pistons, 10.5 to 1 compression ratio. I wanted to keep it street friendly. We got 1320 3-inch downpipe AC compatible with ram horn turbo manifold. Hopefully gonna put AC in it. 3071 GTX turbo, 1000cc injectors, which I'm actually gonna send to him because I got some 2200
Awesome.
85 capable injectors.
That's awesome.
Just got them in, so I wasn't able to put them in yet. All going through Honda. Obviously, I got some other goodies on there. Got brakes, upgrades, disc brakes all the way around it now. God Now.
God's Now.
Yeah, God. Well, no, it's the God. There's two different ones.
Right.
Yeah, they're like $1,000 coilovers. I didn't buy them.
Okay.
They came on the car.
Gotcha.
But I can't afford that kind of stuff. I got a 1985 Volkswagen Scirocco radiator from his buddy with the blue Civic.
Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah,
Yep,
his
the other
idea.
Matt. Yeah, the other Matt.
Yep, the other Matt. This is Matt.
Yeah. Then just a basic eBay intercooler kit. I had to buy 2 kits because what I'm doing, trying to keep the AC compatible, I was unable to do everything there with 1 kit, so I had to go buy 2 kits and kind of piece it together. First time doing a turbo build though, coming out great. Did test fire last week. Having some fuel delivery problems, but it is what it is. Running a Deechworks 400 pump and nothing in the car being stock anymore. I'm bound to run into some hiccups here and there until I get it all straightened out.
Of course. I mean, that's just life.
Exactly.
I mean, it doesn't matter what you're building.
Exactly.
If you're building in a shop, even shops have hiccups too.
Well, exactly. Building a car basically from scratch at this point. Like I said, there's not a single thing on it other than the body itself that's factory anymore. I'm looking forward to it. I'm super excited about it. It's just a matter of time now. And then I'll be up here with the AGN.
Yep.
I've already talked to them about getting a 93 tune, and I got the Flex fuel sensor to do 85 and kind of tunes it for me as I fill up with whatever I can get. So we'll have 2 tunes on it, E93 and E85 for it.
That's
so I'll be up
awesome.
here twice more with it. Hoping to get about... On 93, I'm hoping to get somewhere around 300 horse safely. Doesn't have to be a race monster or anything like that.
That's
And then-
acceptable.
Exactly. And then on E85, I'm hoping to push 450 to the wheels would be nice. 1,800 pound car with me in it. You're talking about 1970, so it's still less than 2,000 pounds.
Oh yeah,
I
that
don't
thing's
need-
gonna be
I
a
don't need a
monster.
rocket ship. Yeah.
This thing's at 301, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this thing feels absolutely
Yeah.
crazy. And it's a 3,000 pound car, I think,
Mm-hmm.
is about what this weighs in at, and 301 horsepower.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's at 300. It feels like it's at 400 or 500, but it's not. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just people don't actually understand what 300 to 500 horsepower range is. Just because so many people have high horsepower builds, they're like, oh yeah, that's fun, that's fast. They don't realize it till they get in it.
Exactly.
If they've been in a 500 horsepower car, they know that it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be pooping Twinkies because this is gonna be, it's crazy. It's not what you think it is. It's a lot more fun than you could imagine if the weight to power is right. And you have the
Exactly.
perfect weight to power
I'm hoping for
ratio.
that. I'm hoping for that.
I think it was like every 200 pounds is a tenth of a second, which is 2 to 3 car lengths in a drag race. So you've knocked off some weight.
I'm hoping for 11s if I can get traction and if I know how to drive. hopefully.
Oh no, you're gonna have to have seat time because
Exactly.
it's not gonna be like even this. This is nothing compared to high horsepower.
Yeah.
So someone getting in a high horsepower car would be able to drive this with no problems. They'd be like, "What the heck? This is so simple."
Yeah.
But like me, I'm not used to this power in a daily, especially. So like when you go to the track, it's gonna be like I'm gonna have to get seat time. I will suck at the track. Just as a forewarning for you guys, when I go to the track, don't expect this to have super fast numbers, even though it's a decent setup, because I'm gonna need more seat time to kind of dial in launches, which that'll all be coming if God is willing in the future. I like to say that if God is willing, because you planned on coming here today with 2
exactly.
cars and
Yep.
driving here, but God said,
One showed up. Yeah, so far. The other guy's on the way with the tow truck,
Correct.
AAA for the rescue.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you were able to get that figured out, and I'm super appreciative of the fact that you've given 2 cars for the price of 1. I mean, that's absolutely awesome, and I can do a lot more with that than I could just with 1. I even had an idea, and of course it's not set in stone, so you guys will know whether or not the idea went through. There's a guy that has a 4-door Dodge truck I told you about. He wants a Honda. So if I give them the EF, I'd have a truck I can go pull with a trailer to get
yeah.
more of these cars to donate to more people. So it's like everything's kind of lining up.
Yeah, that's a win-win.
But if he doesn't do that deal, then we'll figure something else out with the EF. But
Absolutely.
it's all working out for the good.
Oh, absolutely.
And so that's one thing we like to do. And I know a lot of people here that do actually comment in the comment section. A lot of you guys like the scripture I put on screen and the positive environment that I have on the channel. It's family friendly, not a bunch of cussing and stuff like that. So like, I'm trying to do this, guys, for you as well, to get motivation, encouragement, to help others, and just kind of give a lending hand. No, you guys can't always give a car away, neither can I. Yeah. But at the same time, it's the simple thing like saying, I really like the way that shirt looks on you. Because some people, that's all they need to keep going. They just needed that positive word of you saying, I love you. But you don't know me. Can I still love you and not know you? You're made in the image of God, and I love God, and so I have to love you. I mean, yeah, I don't.
Amen.
You can love people without liking them too. There's that. It's a whole thing we were talking about. Like, I love Joe Biden, I love Trump, but I don't necessarily like them.
Yeah.
Now, how is that possible? Well, a good example is: do you always love your kids whenever they're doing something wrong? Absolutely, you do.
Yep.
But do you always like them at that moment? Not so much. You're like, I love you, but what you're doing is not okay.
Exactly.
So you love them from a distance. That's something you can do too. Just pray for them, pray for your enemies. And again, if you guys are still here, even after all me talking about God and stuff, I appreciate you guys. And not everyone will make it this far because God only gave his strongest warriors that spirit. So again, if you're still here, God gave you a strong spirit. And God bless you guys for staying here. We're at 16 minutes on this video. We're probably going to wrap it up. The GoPro's getting really hot. Like, if I touch this case, I'm going to burn myself. I need to get a new camera set up. And this was the new camera, by the way. So now I got to get a DSLR or something that can handle heat.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. What do you think about the car before we get off here? Just wanted to ask your opinions about this car. Beautiful. I mean, I already know what you think about
Both
this
of them are
one.
beautiful, yeah.
Beautiful
I do like it. To be honest, though, like whenever I was watching on YouTube, it didn't give it justice. It really didn't. There's some stuff on here. The colors pop in. The color combination. It really is a pretty, beautiful car.
Like this gold, gold yellow.
Exactly. It's a gold, yellow, greenish.
Yeah, it has like a. It's hard to explain on camera. You'd have to see it in person. Which, if I go to car meets and stuff, like in the local car meets, I do plan on going at some point here in Copper's Cove when they used to hold them all the time, but like they haven't. I don't really typically go to Killeen, but if you guys ever want to see this, say, hey, you going to the car meet tonight? Message me on Instagram. I'll try. It's not always guaranteed to happen, but I can surely try, and you guys can see it in person. But yeah. He was telling me like it just looks so crazy in person. Like the camera just doesn't do it justice at all. And it's just a very nice setup. But yeah, I really appreciate that.
No problem.
But yeah, he really likes this car. He's ready to get in it and hit the road. Him and his girl. Like, she's inside. She didn't want to be on camera.
Exactly. She did not want to be on camera.
You guys are probably wondering, why is your wife and kids never on camera? Same way. She doesn't want to be on camera. You got to respect it. But eventually, if we get too famous, then paparazzi gonna come around. You're gonna be on camera. Nah, it's never. Yeah, it might be. But at the same time, I'm not trying to do it for me. I'm not trying to do it for that. I only want you guys to remember one name that is above every name, and that's Jesus Christ. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna get video of this driving away. I'm also gonna put EF. Don't worry, don't go anywhere yet. Yep. I'm gonna put the EF in here. Yep. So yeah, I'll get the video of this driving off, and we'll get the EF pulling in and stuff like that. So yeah, be just a moment and you'll see this thing driving off. Again, huge thanks. I'm gonna give you the credit right there on camera so you guys can see. It's not me just taking everything for granted. I literally am so thankful and appreciative. It's also because of you guys. So it'll be just a moment. You'll see this thing driving off and the EF pulling in. We'll go walk around the EF and then we'll do another video. So definitely stay tuned. All right, so here it is, the EF and the Accord. Both cars are officially here, and this one for sure will be getting cleaned up, gone through. It's automatic. We're gonna try to fix the AC and all that stuff, get it all nice, and that one will be donated to a family that is in need. And then not sure quite what we're doing with this one. We will figure it out. It is the dual port injection originally, so now it has program fuel injection, which means 4 injectors. They've already converted it, and yeah, it's definitely a nice little setup. I believe it's a D15B2 engine, not made for a bunch of horsepower, but it can definitely get cleaned up for sure. This could be K-swapped. I mean, we could do so much with this. Fortunately, right now I don't have the funds for all that, but we will figure out what's going on with it, get it up and running, make it reliable, and go from there. But yeah, I'll go in more detail on both of these cars and do like a proper walkthrough and maintenance, and we're gonna go try and figure all that stuff out on both of these. But huge shout out again to Matt for providing both of these cars, trading both of these cars just for the Integra, so we could bless a family and I can get you guys some content in the process. So God is moving in big ways. So huge shout out goes to all of you as well for supporting the channel, hitting that like button, sharing the videos, and dropping comments. Let's try to make this a full-time thing where we can help as many families full-time. So I greatly appreciate you guys coming. If you guys are new here, please consider clicking that subscribe button, turning that bell icon on so you can get notified of my random uploads, because I do not have a consistent schedule for uploading, mostly because content is kind of hard to do for my own personal stuff. But we'll try to get more Hondas from Texas on the channel, not just my own content, but other people's cars as well. We're going to try to get Matt's car back on the channel. And then this Matt, which is a different person, the one that you've seen today in this video, we're going to try to get his car on the channel at AGN Tuning, and much more to come. So if God is willing, we're going to take this channel and make it great. But that's basically it. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Got to go in and eat, and I will see you guys in the next video. So as I like to say, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.